Welcome back to STL Live. I'm Jade, Harrell, and my guests are Kathy Lawton Brown from Classic 107.3 and Carol Commerford, Director of Community Music School of Webster University. We were just talking about this awesome program that you have coming, Muscial Ancestries, that's coming up in a week. The children can follow along, they can listen, and you have some really great partners that you want to acknowledge as well.
Well, we would love to acknowledge PNC Bank, first of all, because under their Arts Alive program, they've given us grant money to be able to develop this, and it's really given us the freedom to take it as far as we've needed to take it in order to engage the community. And then also, thanks go to the public schools of St. Louis, because they've been partners in this with the St. Louis public schools, because even though this is gauged, as we mentioned in the other segment, that it's gauged to kids that are maybe 10 to 11 years old. Depending on how far you want to go with this, you can go more shallowly, or you can go very, very deeply and broadly.
As enrichment for the curriculum that they're working with in the schools.
Absolutely.
So really great way to revive the arts, or at least keep the heartbeat pumping for the arts in our schools. How far do you want to see this go then, Carol? Like she says, we could take it as far as we want to.
Well, you know,
what's your vision?
Well, I see with any any particular program, there are applications, even in the one we've done right now, for dance and visual art, but also math and science and really social studies and history. So, you know, they can be used in all those areas. But we want to visit other communities too and cultures too. And so our next plan for sure is to do the Caribbean. There's so much amazing Caribbean music and culture, and it's called the melting pot of cultures. So we're really excited working on that right now, but we want to go to Central America and India, and I mean, sky's the limit.
It is, it is. And all of the cultures are represented here in St. Louis, and we have so many cultural connections that this is going to be a tremendous thing. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, you name it.
Right.
You know, the world is the limit.
We got it. The world is the limit. And how nice to know that there's an opportunity, that there's music from all over the world, and then the cultures are then expressed through there.
You know, and I think music is such a magical glue. Because you don't necessarily have to speak the language to understand the language of music. And it's very important, and it's such a great vehicle.
And I find that families really, really appreciate it when you take the time to really explore their heritage and their music and their culture. It means so much to them, especially those who are living in the St. Louis area who, you know, sometimes they love being here, but they miss, you know, their roots.
Right. Or for, you know, another example, when we're talking about St. Louis, you know, how many of us haven't ventured out very far? You know, maybe some of our children have only know a certain region. You know, maybe some folks have been limited to the opportunity to travel. You know, there's so many different things going on in our world now that this could be the only and welcomed connection that we do have beyond our borders.
Very true.
Yeah.
And unlock those doors.
And unlock those doors.
And unlock those hearts.
Absolutely.
And minds.
Oh my goodness, I'm hearing my on-air host here. So for you, what's special about this to you personally?
Well, I've been a professional singer my whole life, but then I also have taught for 30 years. Matter of fact, I haven't added up all the years together of so many of us that are on the committee who have, you know, if we did, we'd be well over a couple of hundred years of experience in education. But it's not education like from on high, but rather involvement, engagement. Let's do it. Make it vital. Make it living. That's where this whole program will be a success.
I could totally see it and hear it in your voice and see it in your eyes when you light up talking about it.
Thank you.
And that's what we hope for in our classrooms.
Yeah.
And it means
Kids
a lot.
need it.
Yeah, they do, and that's what's missing. So really appreciate what you're doing. So we can look forward to the debut.
Yes, Classics for Kids, the regular one is at 9 o'clock, and this new iteration is at 10 o'clock.
Fantastic.
Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And we are so excited. Thank you for allowing us to tell you about it and tell the community about it.
For sure. Well, make sure you're ready to tune in on Saturday, September 21st, to hear about the debut of Muscial Ancestries at 10 a.m. on Classic 107.3. To find out more about the program, visit classic1073.org. There's more STL Live after this, so stay with us.